I was involved when Sonny Okoso died. The body was in the mortuary for months because we were looking for money to bury the great Sonny Okoso. When Oliver the Cook died, we had the same issues. When Osadebe died, we had the same issues. When Christian Sen died, we practically had the same issues. When Harry Moscow died, we had about the same issues. We need to break these jinx. That is why I ask anybody who has any love or respect, who has ever loved a song, to please contribute to the COSON Music Foundation so that we can end this jinx.
Fantastic.
And we are working with a couple of organizations involved in the management of money and then in insurance. We look for the best ways to do this so every artist will know.
But why has that not been done before now? Many may say that entertainers spent their money carelessly. Will that be the case? Because lots of money was coming in times past. What do you say?
Entertainers are entertainers. You know what they like to do.
They live large.
Yeah. If you work on television, we've also seen that. People in the public eye are not the best managers of money anywhere in the world. They've never been, they will never be. So you need someone there standing at their back, controlling all that. What do they like to do? They like to be free and entertain and enjoy. That's
and make
the
people
nature.
Happy.
Exactly. There are some incredible spirits, behind entertainment. Again, our nation has not helped. The structures that ought to have been put at the national level to deal with these issues have not come on board. Some of us, we are part of asking for what we call the National Endowment for the Arts. The National Endowment for the Arts has been in our books as a piece of legislation for 23 years. It has never been activated. There is no endowment for the arts in Nigeria. So entertainers have nowhere to fall. People in the arts have nowhere to fall. I hope that somebody listening will get them to do something about the National Endowment for the Arts. Again, I had spoken about the time when we are searching for a model that will deal with our situation. There were those who sought for a multi-CMO model, multi-collective management organization model, but there were also those who said that a multi-collective management organization model has never really worked in any developing country. Never. In fact, in a lot of even developed countries, it does not work because it creates a crisis. Who owns this music? What happens if I do a collab with you, for instance, and I belong to COSON and you belong to another society? If I wanted to license that work, which society will be in charge?
You take the credit.
It creates all kinds of commotion and everybody just quarrels. And under our law seeks for one collective management organization situation, right? And COSON is approved by the federal government of Nigeria, to collect royalties, for copyright. And there are people who feel that, there has to be some other model. There is a very small minority, but vocal minority, and that's what democracy is all about, and there's nothing strange about that.
So are you doing two different things? You have two different co-responsibilities?
No. I mean, there's one collective management.
It's the same thing.
There's one collective management organization approved under the law. And if you're not approved under the law and you seek to do that which a collective management organization is supposed to do, then that's a criminal matter. And I understand that a couple of people who try to do that have been charged to court and doing that. But as far as I know, COSON is the only place you can license music for public performance or broadcast in Nigeria today. And I would say maybe 95% of the
entertainers and creative people on board COSON
are members of COSON. And the fact that you have somebody else who wants another model, again, is a product of democracy.
It may be causing some confusion. It may be causing some confusion.
No, in every society where you have open speech, people are allowed to say, that they disagree with this model, and we should never worry about that. We should tolerate that, and deal with that, as long as you don't take your speech beyond what the law allows. That's it. But the great thing is that since COSON was approved 3 years ago, we have made incredible progress. Progress that we never knew existed. Right? 3 years ago, people told me collective management of copyright will never work in Nigeria. They told me that repeatedly. Last year, COSON distributed over 100 million naira to musicians. That's 100 million naira that have been thrown down the drain. I know artists who last December You know, in fact, my inbox nearly crashed. Artists who said to me they could only buy rice, buy some chicken, celebrate Christmas, travel because of the money they got from COSON. You know, and COSON does not take any registration fee from anybody. COSON does not take any dues whatsoever from anybody. Don't pay to join COSON. It's completely 100% free.
So who's eligible?
You know,
does it cut across Nollywood producers and
no. You know, it's people who have copyright in musical works. Musical works is song. That's another, or sound recordings, which is your disc or whatever. If you have that, then you can join COSON. And what we have proven is that we can organize things and actually make things work. I just came from a workshop in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, where all the big people in copyright and collective management from around the world attended.